welcome to Shooby Dooby Doo-Wop, a podcast where we talk about pop music. We're going to deep dive a randomly chosen UK top 10 singles chart from the past. I've got another confession to make. Memories just keep ringing bells until you're cheddar-headed. I knew much more then than I do now, and all I want to hear is that my life is brilliant. I'm James Cook.
I'm Andy Robinson.
And I'll play Bobby and you play Whitney.
Which top 10 are we looking at this week?
It is the UK Top 10 Singles Chart from the 15th of June 2005.
The 15th of June 2005, I say partially to reiterate, in the top 40, Hollaback Girl by Gwen Stefani, Lila by Oasis, Ordinary People by John Legend, Candy Shop by 50 Cent, Is This a Way to Amarillo by Tony Christie.
In music news, Destiny's Child had just announced that they were splitting, and Pink Floyd were getting back together for a big concert called Live 8 that was going to happen in July.
Yes, I mean, the first one, James, I'm going to say that's sad pop news. The second example, even possibly still sad news. Michael Jackson's also just been found not guilty. I'm going to throw in, James, with a comment. I can't possibly say whether that was sad or not sad.
Well, that's that cleared up then.
Also, 2005, I think this is culturally interesting, was the year that YouTube was introduced. Again, check out these songs on the attached YouTube playlist, maybe, if you haven't got Spotify. Also, James, 2005 was a year that the older video game Guitar Hero was introduced, thereby encouraging lots of kids, and let's call it middle-aged dads, to think they could play an instrument by pressing buttons on a bit of plastic.
You say that, but that's pretty much how my daughter started playing the guitar.
Fantastic. I am not judging it. Whatever gets you in.
Now she's doing music for A-levels, so...
Cool.
So suck it, Andy. You Luddite. Where were you in 2005?
Do you know, James, I can't really remember. So they say no news is good news. I was just living my life, having a happy time. The only thing I can think really was I tried to get a comedy band going at the time. And in retrospect, the songs weren't funny enough to be comedy and the music wasn't good enough to be good music. So between two stools, let's say. What about you? What were you doing on the 15th of June 2005?
There's a very good chance that on that specific day I was getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, as I did pretty much every day in that year, because I was working as a farmer and needed to milk the cows. Not really. I was working on breakfast radio in Coventry and was driving over there to be cheerful between pop records. Consequently, there are quite a few records in this chart that were on the playlist. In fact, 3 of them were on heavy rotation.
Oh, really? And did you get a feeling of, let's call it, warmth when you listened to these songs this week?
PTSD, I think, more than warmth in some cases.
Looking at this week's top 10, James, I bought 10%, I'm going to say, of these songs. And in retrospect, also, I wish I'd bought 30%. There's some gems, isn't there?
I acquired 10%. I was working at a radio station. You can work out how that happened.
Fair enough. I mean, I just wish we had some statistics around this time.
Why, I found some just here.
Please tell me, I love your statistics.
There are 3 UK number ones in this top 10. There are 2 songs going up, 4 going down, 2 new entries and 2 non-movers for a total net movement of -2. We've got 1 cover version, 4 British artists, 4 Americans, 1 Irish and 1 sort of German/Swedish/pond-based act. There are 6 groups, 3 solo artists and a meme.
By my reckoning, there are 5 songs about the complexities of love, 2 about a spiritual location, 1 song about a libido and or mojo, 1 song about a toad with mental issues, and 1 song about a child murder. Sadly, there are no key changes and no explicit examples of self-reference, but 1 song has such a strong identity, it's unmistakably a singular artist.
A child murder?
No.
A child murder?
Yeah, it's not a good No, all right then, I got that wrong. It's not a child murder, it's just a little bit of playground nonsense. And what I've done there, James, is I've blown it up until let's call it a national scandal.
I'll probably just leave it. In our description, you will find the Spotify and YouTube playlists if you want to have a listen or watch of these songs before or during or after the podcast.
I would recommend you both having a listen and a watch because there's some great songs, there's some great videos this week.
There are also another half a dozen songs on our playlist that are in the top 100 on the 15th of June 2005, and we'll get into them on our special bonus tracks podcast featuring KT Tunstall, LCD Sound System, 2 contrasting Romeos among a mix of earnest indie and hedonistic disco. You can join our Patreon community for free. The bonus tracks podcast costs less than an iPod Nano a month.
An iPod Nano? Very 2005, nice work.
Watch me as I gravitate, ha 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 ha.
Number 10.
Down 6 to number 10. It's The Best of You by Foo Fighters. This is their biggest UK hit single.
Really?
That shocked me as well. It gets to number 4, whereas This Is a Call and All My Life both only get to number 5. Not only that, it is also their biggest hit single in America, where it gets to number 18.
You would have thought Foo Fighters would have had a bigger hit than that, number 18, when you're languishing at the bottom reaches of the top 20.
Are they more of an album band, though, than a singles band?
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to come out early doors, James. I don't get Foo Fighters. I mean, you know, I'm always open-minded, I like to think. If there's a song and a half by them I like, but I'm going to say, by and large, never been interested in Foo Fighters.
You don't get the Foo Fighters?
No, not me personally.
What's not to get?
Don't think the songs are very good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, any of them?
They obviously are. Is it time to bring in Nile Rodgers early on? I think so. Nile Rodgers once said that if you don't like a song that's in the top 40, it doesn't really matter because loads of other people do. They've bought it enough in the times when they could have bought any other song. So, you know, I'm going to put this early on, James. In some ways, our opinion even this week, I don't like it. I think it's good. It brings me back to the utter futility of this podcast, but here we are.
Don't point that out early on.
Sorry, I keep forgetting it. It's great. I love it.
It's very important that people listen to this podcast and take our words as gospel.
Or disagree, email us into shoobypodcast@gmail.com if you think I'm talking rot about the Foo Fighters.
But I don't think Best of You is the best of the Foo Fighters. I don't think it is their best song. I don't think it's the most accessible
What
single.
do you think the best song is? What do you think the best song is?
I don't know, but there's things like, there's times like these, Learn to Fly, Everlong, The Pretender, and even like the dumb early ones like Monkey Wrench and This Is a Call are way more fun than this. Dave Grohl, as the Foo Fighters went on, stopped singing and started yelling.
He's so angry on this performance, isn't he, Dave Grohl? I'm going to bring in YouTube comments earlier. I particularly like this one. Fuel7630 on YouTube says, Dave, eat a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. I quite like.
Do you think that's the Snickers marketing board jumping in there?
I don't usually like adverts being co-opted, but I thought that was a good one. Brian Len on 22371, he said, this song reminds me why I shouldn't have feelings.
Because what? It leads to being in the Foo Fighters.
Now, I heard this song back in the day, 2005, since we're talking about that year, and I always just presumed it was a song, really, about, let's call it an angry man. A man who's disappointed that his partner, his girlfriend, his lover, whatever you want to call it, has gone off with another man. So I always heard it as a song of anger. What does he say? You've let someone get the best of you.
Yeah, I hope they're getting the best of you.
Yeah.
It does imply that massively, doesn't it?
I thought so. Now, when I'm looking at YouTube comments, there's loads of people who've gone about how much this song affected them, and they're talking about difficult relationships they've had, abusive relationships they've been in, power struggles, let's say. And from what I can make out, the three meanings behind this song was about it's an ex who's jealous. There's a lot of people saying it's about a power struggle in a relationship. And someone I know, so it's about, have you tried to share your love? Has someone got the best of you? A nice song. I didn't hear any of this. I just heard a man moaning about a woman, you know, which is sometimes a bit boring in pop music, isn't it?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of passive-aggressiveness potentially in this song. Well, I hope they're getting the best of you. Although it's not about that. Dave Grohl said, it's a song of resistance. It's about the refusal to be taken advantage of by something that's bigger than you, or someone you're in love with.
Or someone you might be in love with who you're a bit sort of green with envy about.
It's the fight in the face of adversity, because he wrote this song after George W. Bush started using Times Like These at his rallies without asking for permission, which annoyed the Foo Fighters and annoyed Dave Grohl. So he started overtly supporting John Kerry in the 2004 US presidential election, and this song is apparently inspired by that.
I never like to argue with the artist, but in this case, because I've got a little bit of a silly grudge against Dave Grohl, I'm going to say I think you've decided that's what it's about after so many people have picked up on different meanings. Someone on YouTube said, Dave Grohl once said you can sing a song to a crowd of 76,000 people. And
I?
He can, for sure. And then he said that they will sing it back to you for 76,000 different reasons. Now, like I say, a little bit with my jealousy, I kind of thought, I get it, Dave, you play to a lot of people, so what? I also imagine that out of those 76,000 people, I bet there's at least 2 or 3 going, I just like this one when they sing along to it. I remember at the time, can't remember who it was, but someone who worked for Gordon Brown, some politician, he was in some interview once saying, I played this a lot when Gordon Brown sacked me. And again, I would suggest that that notion of this song, which again I reiterate is a petty love song, jealous song. So people seem to find all kinds of meanings in it.
Well, maybe that is why it is their most successful single, because it's vague enough that people can ascribe their own meanings to it, can project their own meanings onto it. And in a way, that's good pop songwriting, isn't it?
For sure.
I'm just trying to get you to compliment the Foo Fighters in any way.
I can compliment it. I mean, Dave Grohl, right, is a friend of Paul McCartney. Now, any friend of Paul McCartney is, well, someone who I'd like to be, essentially. Then I wouldn't have to be sitting in this shed talking about Foo Fighters with you. I could be talking to Paul McCartney, James.
All right. I'll only ever be number 2. There are 3 people in this podcast.
I mean, I've listened to it, loads this week. I gave it repeated listening, and I'm going to say, some ways it's true, because it did get the best of me in terms of annoyance.
Now, the opening of the song, the first line in it, before any sort of music starts, is, I've got another confession to make. That song's got a new meaning coming from Dave Grohl now, hasn't it?
On YouTube comments, a lot of people are digging into that line, saying, I bet you have, etc., etc. I mean, let's talk about Dave Grohl a bit. He's accepted as, let's call it one of the, somehow, the received wisdom. He's the good guy of rock, didn't he? This kind of thing, betrayal, infidelity, can cause massive breakups with families, can cause a lot of pain to, essentially, women for the rest of their life. I acknowledge that, but a bit of me does think it's funny that Dave Grohl lost his halo.
You were delighted, weren't you?
No, I wasn't delighted.
Your little delighted face.
No. I mean, it's just a chance for some cheap, lazy...
Yeah, because you were like, maybe Paul McCartney won't ring him anymore. He'll start ringing me.
Yeah, come on, Paul. I haven't got someone else pregnant, I don't think. I don't know why I said I don't think. I definitely know. On YouTube comments, a lot of people paid tribute to Taylor Hawkins, so he means a lot and meant a lot and continues to mean a lot to people. Yeah,
he was the drummer at the Foo Fighters at the time of this, and obviously he died a few years ago now. And he has the name of 3 members of the Darkness.
Go on.
Their drummer's Roger Taylor's son, and the 2 brothers are the Hawkins brothers.
Nice work. This is the kind of content you can expect from this podcast. Please sign up to Patreon, etc.
Do you think the word best appears more times in this song or in the song The Best by Tina Turner?
I would imagine Tina Turner.
Nope.
Oh, really?
Nope. It appears 5 times more. He sings the word best 40 times. Dave Grohl is estimated to be the 3rd richest drummer in the world.
Behind Ringo Starr, surely?
Yeah, Ringo Starr.
Roger Taylor?
No. Do you want a clue?
Would it be that... do you remember that drummer we talked about, the Piranhas, one week when we did the charts, one with no shirt on, drumming with a fish?
Yeah, no, it's not him, no.
Yeah, go on, who is it?
I'll give you a clue. Da-doom, 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 doom, doom.
Oh, the EastEnders?
No.
Phil Collins.
Yeah, it's Phil Collins. I am aware of your antipathy towards the Foo Fighters, and maybe a different song would have made you go, oh, actually, this is all right. But I don't think this is the one to do.
Yeah, I would like that to happen. I mean, the one I do like, if we're just chucking in, is it called Big Love or something? It sounds like Teenage Fan Club.
Big Me.
Big Me, that's the one. That's the one I like. So, I'm not...
Okay.
I'm always open.
What has Dave Grohl done more than any other musician?
Performed with other musicians.
No. He's the most frequent guest.
Had children out of wedlock.
Oh, yeah, he's the only one to do that.
Yeah. Well, this is what was quite funny about it, wasn't it, really? Because in some ways, Rockstar gets someone else pregnant. Like, big deal, big love, big me, But
what TV show has Dave Grohl appeared on more than any other musician, according to this?
Later, maybe?
No, it's Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
Thinking about that, not including the people in the Saturday Night Live band, because obviously they're musicians and they're on it all the time.
Important distinction to make if you were going to write us an angry email.
He's the most frequent musical guest. He's been on it 15 times. He's also appeared in a drum-off with Animal in an episode of The Muppets.
There they are, the first mention of The Muppets this week.
He has...
Has he been on The Simpsons?
No. I was convinced he'd been on The Simpsons, but no, he hasn't.
He's no good for this podcast.
He has, though, read the CBeebies Bedtime Story in 2019.
To a child?
Well, to all the children of the country. That's how that works. Everlong.
I mean, it's good. Let's call it with his extended family. If he's not there, he could just send them a little DVD of Jack and Nori.
Everlong by the Foo Fighters was the last song played on what?
Give me a clue. Is it a TV show?
It's a TV show, American TV show.
A drama?
No. It was
a reality show?
It was the last song on it because the host of the show, it's their favourite record.
I have no idea.
David Letterman's show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had great people, and I can't believe that all the people he's sat next to watching Hawk in the new single, that's his favourite song.
Number 9.
Down 3 to number 9 this week. It's Black Eyed Peas with Don't Funk With My Heart. Funk spelt PH, very important.
Yeah, they're definitely not swearing.
Not swearing?
They're not swearing because it's got an N in it and it starts with a PH.
If you don't like it, go funk yourself, I suppose they're saying. Now, Black Eyed Peas, James, I've alluded to this in the past. They remind me of my friend Barry, who I think, when they first appears, I think, oh, you're a bit annoying, but after spending a bit of time with you, thinking, oh, you're good fun, actually. I've loved this song this week.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
And it is essentially a collage.
Go on.
Well, the chorus melody is from Aya Najawan Hai Sab Kuch Yahan by Asher Bosley from the 1972 movie soundtrack Aprad, IMDb rating 7.0, and massive apologies for my terrible pronunciation of all of those words.
Is it a Bollywood record?
Yes, it's a Bollywood film. It also samples Ye Mera Del Pyar Ka Deewana by Asher Bosley again, and Kalyanji Ananji from the 1978 movie soundtrack Don.
IMDb rating?
IMDb rating 7.7. I like that it's called Don. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. There is a sequel to Don. Do you know what it's called?
Nope.
Don 2.
Should have guessed. I mean, you sent me the version of the, let's call it the original this week, didn't you? It's remarkably similar to Black Eyed Peas, Don't Funk With My Heart. Even the language sounds like Don't Funk With My Heart, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Even what the phrase is eerily reminiscent.
I also like I Wonder If I Take You Home.
Yeah.
Is from Lisa and Cult Jam.
Okay, it's a great line in the song. It's another chorus. There's about 5 choruses in this song. But Fergie singing, I wonder if I take you home, would you still be in love, baby? That's a great line, isn't it?
The Village Voice called this song a sassy gender duel. I think it's a really nice way to think of it. Because it's, you know, he's trying to get what he wants and she's being more like, well, no.
It seems a good time to ask this question this week. Did you watch the video?
I did.
Yeah, I mean, that sets it up, doesn't it? Explain that if you can. It's a kind of blind date mock television show, isn't it?
It's like a game show. Will.i.am is all dressed up.
It's a character called Voodoo Thursday that Will.i.am playing. So it is a strange man in this video, isn't it? I thought it was really good, the video. Made me like the song more.
It's a game show parody where it's kind of like a relationship as game show scenario.
The first guest, Fergie, comes on saying, I wonder if you take you home, would you still be in love, baby? She's looking good. And then essentially, it's a bit blind datey, the Black Eyed Peas, they come up, spin a wheel to work out what date they're taking on, and they're magically transported. Will.i.am is the first fella to give the wheel a spin, and it ends up on horse ride, yeah? So they are magically transported to a horse ride, Will.i.am and Fergie. And then Voodoo Thursday, the bastard, he's got a little voodoo doll of a horse, doesn't he? Throws Will.i.am off. Fergie's right fucked off because the date's been spoiled. Then the second fella, what are their other names? I always forget.
Is one called Radar or is that MASH?
That's MASH.
Taboo. There's one called Taboo.
Victor Meldrew. He comes in singing. And then the next one, the next date he spins a wheel on is just to go dancing. Again, Voodoo Thursday with his voodoo doll, throws him around the room, dancing around so he can't have a dance with Fergie. Again, Fergie's a little bit annoyed. And then finally, the last fella, what's his name? Taboo?
Yeah, sure.
Then they end up going to a restaurant together, him and Fergie, on a little date. And then Voodoo Thursday, a.k.a. Will.i.am, with the voodoo doll, gets his hand, feels up a woman. The woman slaps him. Would you believe Fergie's annoyed? And then, happily ever after, Voodoo Thursday scoops up Fergie and they run off together. So he's been playing cheeky buggers.
The moral of the story is get into voodoo and manipulate people to your own ends. That's fine. Of those 3 dates, Andy, dancing, restaurant, or horseback riding,
Yeah.
which one would you like? I'm not asking you out. I'm just...
I love a dance, James.
Yeah?
Yeah. More than horseback riding, that's for sure. What's the other one? Restaurant. Nah.
Restaurant's standard, isn't it? I can't horseback ride, so that would be embarrassing. I can't really dance. I mean, I'm enthusiastic, but it doesn't look good.
I've seen you cut in a rug. You're all right.
You've seen me eat as well.
Yeah, that's unpleasant. In YouTube comments, James, a lot of people were saying, I heard this song first through a McDonald's toy. Did you look at this in your research?
No, tell me about
2005, with part of their Happy Meals, I guess, McDonald's was chucking out little plastic MP3 players. This was one of the records that was featured heavily, hence a lot of people having an affection for it. Made me think about McDonald's. They've done it in the past, haven't they? They've recently had that Stormzy meal where you could get a McNugget and a McFlurry, I believe. I mean, a few years ago, James, I had one of those P. Diddy meals. I don't remember that much about it. I woke up with a dry mouth and my trousers on back to front.
It's interesting that McDonald's would, for their Happy Meals, which are essentially for children, pick a song called Don't Funk With My Heart. There was a radio-friendly version of the song called Don't Mess With My Heart.
Okay.
Which is weird because they're just replacing the word funk.
It made me think of Extreme, and they did that record, didn't they? If you don't like what we're saying, then whatever,
Get
shut
the
the
funk-
funk. Yeah,
get the
whatever it
funk
was.
out.
Made me think of that. But as I say, these are sponsorship deals with food companies. I think are very interesting because Katy Perry, right? She's just done a sponsorship deal with the Zoom Ice Lolly.
Yeah.
I mean, she's claiming she's an astronaut now, so because of that. I mean, Kanye he's done a special bagel which hasn't gone very well.
Yeah? Come on, Rory Bremner, do your topical jokes. Here we go.
I tried a Kurt Cobain chili, it blew my head off. Hey, I tried to ride on one of the Mark Kelly Funfair rides, but I was too tall for it. I think Milli Vanilli have done a burger, but I just pretended I was eating that one. Also,
It's about time someone had to go at Milli Vanilli.
Also, this is topical. I once went to one of those George Michael branches of Happy Snaps where I just drove straight through it.
If anyone got all of those references, congratulations.
Unusual You, 00, he claims that will.i.am said in 2013 that he wrote this because he liked Britney's Toxic and he wished he had such a song. It does sound a little bit like that, doesn't it?
Well, that's based on an old Bollywood riff as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This was a good YouTube comment from I Can't Ride Slow. He says there's so much effort in their videos. Today it's just twerking and flexing with bling.
He says that like twerking isn't really hard. I've tried twerking, put my back out.
Where did you try twerking? Would I have liked to
Oh,
see that?
Here and there.
Yeah. I thought this was a little bit of nostalgia, James. Again, younger listeners to this podcast.
Of which there are loads.
Agent D6597 says, at 10 years old, this was on about the McDonald's toys still. At 10 years old, I bought a wooden cart and I added this toy to it and pretended it was a radio. I miss those days. Kids wouldn't believe that, would they?
A wooden cart.
A wooden cart.
This is 2005, not the 1920s. I used to sing this song as I hit a hoop down the road with a stick.
Number 8.
It's a new entry at number 8. It Feels Just Like It Should by Jamiroquai.
This is one of the extra 20% of records that I wish I'd bought back in the day. I didn't know this. I've loved it.
You didn't know this one?
No. I sort of heard it at the time. For some reason, I wasn't there. But Jesus Christ almighty, this week it's done it for me. I'm delighted.
This is the one I purloined from the record cupboard at the radio station I used to work at. In my defence, record companies would send us CDs, but everything was already an MP3 file on a computer, stored centrally. So we just,
free CDs.
We're just going to throw it away. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have it. So I took the album. This is on Dynamite.
I did it a little bit, James, when I was doing my radio job. Free CDs for all and sundry. No one really wanted them because I'm going to say some people who worked radio, weirdly, didn't seem to be bothered about any music.
This is Jamiroquai's final top 10 hit.
It's essentially just a riff, isn't it? Something like that, anyway. Mm-hmm. And JK, beautifully, and the band, they extemporise on this riff. They turn it into something beautiful. It is, to use the parlance, it's nasty, isn't it, this record? Great.
Yes, but nasty means good these days. So
yeah.
It's a lesser-known Jamiroquai song, but I think it's great.
Big shout out to the bass player Derek McIntyre. I don't give bass players enough credit, I think, James, often.
They've been clamouring for more credit from you, Andy.
The only bass player I don't give credit to is whoever played bass on Will Young's Leave Right Now. An abomination of a bass line.
All right,
anyway, another week.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about Feels Just Like It Should. Does it feel just like it should? to you?
Yeah.
And how should it feel?
It's got a seediness to it, I think. I mean, I'm thinking this about JK. I'm thinking, why didn't I love this at the time? Whenever I hear Jamiroquai now, I always think, oh, that's great. I should give them more time. But JK, essentially, in 2005, James, for the people who, let's call it cloth-eared people like myself who didn't like him, had a reputation, didn't he? And that was essentially going out with loads of beautiful women, driving fast cars, punching the paparazzi, all whilst wearing a big hat. So, it was quite reductive, isn't it, of his and their genius.
4 things that we, frankly, all want to do.
A lot of people were annoyed at him for driving all these cars because he had a bit of a touch of Save the Planet about him, didn't he, sometimes? And typically people picked up on, let's call it, this little bit of hypocrisy.
It's interesting that you keep saying he and not Jamiroquai are a brilliant band.
JK, I mean.
Jamiroquai is one of those bands where people think that the front person's name is the name of the band.
Yeah.
They think JK is Jamiroquai.
A little bit like Rolls Royce, as we discussed one week.
Yeah. Or Alice Cooper.
Jethro Tull. Pink Floyd, they sometimes think the singer's called Pink.
Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Ah, yeah, good old
Another one. I'm sure there are lots of others. If you can think of other bands that people think are one person, then get in touch. ShoobyPodcast@gmail.com.
Also, if you can think of pop stars who wear hats, email us in. I've got the Edge / Curiosity, bloke out of AC/DC. The hat is a big thing in the world of Jamiroquai and JK, isn't it?
Pretty much all male country and western singers.
Email us in. We should do a top 10 of hat wearers one week, James.
And is it entirely because they're all bald and don't want people to know? Is that why?
Yes.
That's what we're saying. If you're a man in a hat, we know you're losing your hair.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah.
Tremendous video, isn't it? I recommend not nipping over to Spotify. We'd like to remind you that periodically. But have a look at the video this week. It's a little bit of a masterpiece, I'm going to say. A 2005 masterpiece, at least, anyway.
Directed by Joseph Kahn.
Oh, yeah. Who he?
He's a acclaimed music video director. I've got some of the music videos that he's directed here, if you want me to go through them.
Yes,
you can
please.
Tell me the artist. Gravel Pit.
Wu-Tang Clan.
White Flag.
Dido.
Toxic.
Britney.
Knights of Sidonia.
Muse.
The Sweet Escape.
Gwen Stefani.
Waking Up in Vegas.
Who did that? Killers?
No, we've done this. We did this on
Sheryl Crow.
No.
Oh,
we did this on a bonus tracks podcast.
Cliff Richard.
It was Katy Perry.
Of course, I chose that song.
Yeah.
My
What was
apologies.
your favourite song of all time? I'm pretty sure that's what you said about it. All the Lovers.
Kylie.
Love the Way You Lie.
Rihanna.
Yeah. What a Man Got to Do.
The Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, so he's done all those videos.
Amazing.
And this video also features, did you spot the cast member of Jackass?
No.
Wee Man from Jackass is in the
Okay.
in the
Who does
video.
he play in the video? One of them.
The Wee Man.
All right. It's good, the video, isn't it? Because essentially, it's a dark night of the soul, isn't it? What happens is they're dressed as a nebbish nerd, isn't he, essentially? Then a fella comes along who looks
Cultural appropriation, I think. But carry on.
like... yeah. How dare you, JK? We're nebbish nerds. How dare you dress like us? Good point that could be, James,
right?
if we were far more petulant and ridiculous. How dare he dress like us? And then the nerdy JK comes across a character who looks a cross between, let's call it, the Joker and the Mask, doesn't he? That's played by JK himself. He does some great dancing. Then he essentially gets dragged along a car with sparks coming out of his Adidas trainers, looking good, goes into a brothel. At the end, gets hassled by this woman, doesn't like it, reverts back to his nebbish persona, gets chucked out. I thought it was a really interesting video about the shadow self, and yet they're all representations of JK. Even the woman at the end transforms into a version of JK who's sexually harassing himself.
I mean, it's all our fantasies come true there. A woman who looks like JK. That's what I'm looking for. I have to confess, I looked up the lyrics for the song. And I've had a misheard lyric from this for 20 years.
Oh, go on.
I thought the opening line was, I'm coming down to see you, I'm looking for a fax machine. It isn't. I was thinking, why is he singing about a fax machine in 2005? They were on their way out by then. But no, it's I'm looking for fast and cheap.
Fair enough. I mean, I love the lyrics in it. I like the continual reference to the Candyman, which I suppose is a mass Joker figure. And it's the notion, the Candyman, James. I mean, it's in film culture, isn't it?
Willy Wonka.
For instance, that evil bastard.
The Candyman.
Yeah.
How many times have you said that now?
2. We can't talk about it anymore.
No.
That's annoying.
Number 7.
Up 3 to number 7 this week. It's a song about child murder. I was telling about at the beginning. I don't think it is now in retrospect. Anyway, it's Bang Bang by the Audio Bullies.
It's not called Bang Bang. It's called Shot You Down.
It's called Shut You Down by the Audio Bullies. Just them on their own with nobody else. That's a fact, yeah.
But it's understandable that you would think it was called that because obviously it leans heavily on a version of Bang Bang sung by Nancy Sinatra. But this song is called Shot You Down.
Okay, so Bang Bang by purely the Audio Brothers this week. This is what
the Audio Bullies, not the Audio Brothers. Often brothers will be bullies for anyone with siblings, but...
All right, let's talk about the original. My perception of the Nancy...
Hang on, the original. Do you want to talk about the original or the Nancy Sinatra version? Because those are two different things.
Okay, Nancy Sinatra, famously, that was used in Kill Bill, wasn't it? That was my first, let's call it, familiarity with this record.
Kill Bill Volume 1, 2003, Rotten Tomatoes rating 85%.
And it's a striking moment in the film. It's a very fitting record, but not the original version, as you say. Who did the original version? And before you answer, do you believe in love?
That's right, Andy. It was by Cher, because this song is written by Sonny Bono. So Sonny Bono has a writing credit on Shot You Down by the Audio Bullies. Cher's version, like this, would get to number 3 in 1966. When was Cher's next UK top 3 hit? So she gets to number 3 with Bang Bang in 1966. When was the next time she had a top 3 hit?
That one when she's if she could turn back time, or she had too much love, peace, and understanding.
No.
Go on.
The Shoop Shoop song.
Oh, I love that record.
In 1991. And then, yes, Nancy Sinatra does a cover version of that the same year, which is the version that is used in this track. Probably most notable for its haunting guitar.
Okay, that's one of the components for sure.
It's all reverby and sort of sinister sounding.
Yeah.
Do you know who's playing that?
Would it be one of the Wrecking Crew around that time? Would it be Glenn Campbell? He's
Not
a
Glenn
guitar player.
Campbell,
Who
but
was
it is the other guitarist in the Wrecking
Go
Crew.
on.
Billy Strange.
That's his name. I forgot. My apologies.
Co-writer of A Little Less Conversation
Elvis Presley.
and Limbo Rock.
Chubby Checker.
Plays guitar on Something Stupid.
Frank and Nancy, as covered by us from 1967 episode. Check it out. It's good to remind people of old ones we've done, James.
Yeah. Sloop John B.
The Beach Boys.
The TV theme tune for Batman in 1966.
Starring Batman and Robin.
Yeah, that's him playing the guitar. And on the Monsters theme tune as well. What do you make of this version of the Audio Bullies?
I enjoyed it enough. I mean, again, I prefer let's call it the original. Yeah, in my case, this is a record for dancing too, isn't it? I had it on loud. I kind of got the gist of it a little bit. Interestingly, in YouTube comments, this doesn't happen very often. A load of people appeared below the line to call bullshit on a David Guetta remix. It was kind of, you don't usually see it in YouTube. David Guetta did a version. It's rhythmically pretty different, actually. It's interesting. Try and explain, James, what happens when the audio, not the brothers, the bullies, where after that bit that goes, my baby shot them down.
Yeah.
What happens? Would you describe it musically? Go on, you can.
It kind of go down, 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 down. Hey, we're like the Audio Bullies in it.
Yeah. That's it, isn't it?
Although I would be opposed to bullying someone. I feel sorry for the audio victims.
No one ever talks about the audio victims,
They
James.
really don't.
Come on, Labour Party, sort it out.
Yeah, Obama.
Sing My Baby Shot Me Down, and I'm going to do, by sheer voice skills alone, I'm going to do what the David Guetta rhythm is.
My baby shot me down.
So, I can see why it attracted the eye of YouTube.
Look at us beatboxing.
Don't say that.
We're like that bloke of Police Academy. Steve Guttenberg.
Also on YouTube, two different worlds now. Audio Bullies, they're doing this record for the club, isn't it? You can imagine everyone off their heads a little bit, tripping out, let's say.
Yeah.
Maybe artificially stimulated, maybe not.
It's just having a lovely time, really.
However, Yuki Take Moto 1996 on YouTube says, I used to hear this at my local laser tag arena. Miss those days.
Yes. The songs you hear at laser tag. Me and my brother once spent about a day in a laser tag place during a summer holiday, just playing loads of games.
Yeah.
And the only record they played the whole time was Rhythm is a Dancer. Right. So anytime I hear that now, I get flashbacks of the laser tag. Yep. I'm like a Vietnam vet.
All right, let's see this. If this one has some sort of relevance to you, Poppy Fox 3311, she says, I first heard this song in a T-Mobile store. I started doing the robot. Lol. Like the idea of Poppy Fox having a bit of a dance.
They sound like a laugh.
I sometimes do that in a shop. I mean, my local Sainsbury's, James. Our local Sainsbury's, in fact, they play some great records sometimes. I've had a Shazam several times to think, what's this? Groovy?
Yeah. Have you ever started dancing?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Mainly to annoy the people I'm with, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if I'm out with my teenage kids.
Yeah, you got it.
Dad's having a dance to this one. If they didn't want you to dance, why are they playing the music?
Quite. Also saw on YouTube there was a version of this, which everyone was saying was great, at Victoria's Secret Fashion Show, but I didn't Google it, James, because I'm a good man, yeah? Male gaze, terrible, terrible thing. I'm not an audio bully, I'm an audio, what do we say?
Not even on incognito mode.
Even on, hey, they can follow you on incognito mode. What? I learned this week. It's not as private as you think.
All right.
Listen to this podcast on incognito.
I've just got to nip home. Sorry. No reason.
Made me think of a bang bang. That's a common term in pop music. Isn't it? Have we sort of done what we're saying we're going to do with the record? It's Nancy Sinatra with a remix.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Made me think of other bang bangs.
What's his face? Bang Bang. Who did that?
That's very much the question I'm asking you.
What was his name? Because he also...
Bang, bang, the hiding horse. Ho, 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 ho. Is that the song you're thinking of?
The one from the 70s. It's by the guy who did the theme tune to the Saturday Superstore.
B.A. Robertson
B.A.
is
Robertson.
the fella you're thinking of,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's the one I was thinking of.
All right, also there was, of course, Bang Bang by Ariana Grande and Jessie J and Nicki Minaj.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
Bang Bang into the room. Yeah.
Nice. Almost for a second there.
Shut up.
You weren't. You were dominant, prominent, as Nicki Minaj says. Black Eyed Peas weirdly did a record called Bang Bang, which I can't really remember. Also, James, if you attach the words chitty chitty to it, there's that song
you
too.
get Bang Bang Chitty Chitty. Was that ever a chart hit? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Someone should do a remix of it, not David Guetta, because everyone will pile in on him.
Audio bullies to do a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang
Let's do it.
mix.
We can do it. I love the words chitty bang bang. So I'm going to say, James, hey, while we're here, maybe, I haven't done it yet, do you remember that, we talk about this occasionally, the importance of the 5 chord, yeah?
Yeah.
Which sort of leads into what the song is. Famously, if we're in C, the Beatles did it at the beginning of Twist and Shout. Shake it up. Big chord. I think chitty chitty bang bang does that. Chitty bang bang, 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 chitty bang bang. Oh, you did. Remix, yeah?
I was just doing a beat. I mean, this is where we are with this song, is we're talking about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah, well, it's a cover version, isn't it? Like I say, in some ways, culturally, I think so. Well, I love that version better. As we've alluded to in the past, James, in fact, with a little less conversation, which we've mentioned, I always like the notion of a great song being remixed, put out again, because it might familiarise people with it, if nothing else. Thanks, Audio Brothers.
Bullies! If you get that wrong again, I'm taking your damn dinner money.
Number 6.
Up 6 to number 6. It's You're Beautiful by James Blunt. A future number 1. In 6 weeks' time, it's going to get there. It will be there for ages. It will be the 4th biggest selling single of the year, but on downloads, the number 1 single of the year. And be the Ivor Novello Award winner for the most performed work. And I think therein lies the rub with this song.
Go on, I feel everybody knows this song. I feel everybody already has their own opinion about it, so we're sort of free to do what we want.
Everybody's heard it because it was everywhere. It was ubiquitous in 2005. It was on heavy rotation on the playlist of the radio station.
Are you saying in this case we were sold this record? It was pushed on us rather than it was popular, so that's why it became so ubiquitous.
I think at the end of the day, it was marketed by a record company to appeal to women during Desperate Housewives commercials, and you lose 50% of the population in doing so. Not my words.
Whose words are they?
The words of James Blunt.
I mean, James Blunt is doing a new tour, or he's just done one, whatever it is, around time of recording. He's called this tour the Greatest Hit Tour because of this song, I'm supposing.
I think everybody knows that James Blunt is a great laugh because he goes on about being a great laugh quite a lot. It was also an American number 1, this song. That is a huge deal for a British male solo artist. Do you know who the last British male solo artist to have a US number 1 before this was?
Please tell me.
I'll tell you the year, that might help you. 1997.
No, go on.
Candle in the Wind.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And the album this is from, Back to Bedlam, was the best-selling album of 2005 in the UK, and also the best-selling album of the 2000s in the UK. The decade, the noughties.
Yeah.
And it is in the all-time top 30 albums in the UK.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well done, James Blunt.
Who, to all intents and purposes, seems like a nice bloke.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice all over. Again, I look at YouTube comments sometimes, James, as a bellwether, if you like, of what the mood is for people who usually like that record. Savage Garden, for instance, I thought, you're a load of squares who love this record. Nonetheless, a lot of people to James Blunt, You're Beautiful, were saying they remember hearing this song while eating cereal, so that gives you insight, doesn't it? I think James Blunt said himself it was, it was heavily playlisted and got on people's nerves. Paul McCartney, I always like to mention him, James, if we can. When he's not being Dave Grohl's mate, he once said he watched the video and he thought it was a bit cheeky, that he thought it was too cynical, really, James Blunt stripping off. McCartney, weirdly, had a little bit of judgment about it. Body shaming.
Is that body shaming?
Not really,
I don't think
but
he's saying
I'd
he should
say
be ashamed of his body. He's in fairly good nick.
He's saying you shouldn't have done it because it was too sexy. James Blunt literally
go and
too
watch
sexy
that.
for his shirt.
You should go and watch that Eric Prydz video, Paul McCartney. Blow your mind. James Blunt, former British Army captain.
Yes.
His dad owned a windmill.
Did he?
Yep.
Nice.
And James Blunt stood guard over the Queen Mother's coffin while she lay in state in 2002. I should point out, as a member of the army, he wasn't just doing it as a hobby. That was a thing he did.
Do 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 do. Something like that. Do 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 do. Something like that. Do do do. C G A minor F. That boring chord change. So it does all that.
Yep.
I quite like the my life is brilliant. Then he leaves it. Goes on for a bit. Then a bit later on, my life is brilliant.
My life is brilliant.
So I kind of like the for such a heavily marketed record, it's got a little bit of chaos in at the beginning. That line appearing twice, it reminds me whether he's just warming up. I don't know. There's a Billie Eilish record that does it recently. She has a little first line. You're shaking your head like you know something.
He came in early. It was a mistake and they just left it.
Nice.
They went, I'll leave it then.
It's a great mistake. I mean, in the world of pop music, in our polished world, even in 2005, you don't hear mistakes very often. I dug it.
What do you think of the lyrics? What do you think?
Again, I'm going to have mentioned him before in terms of Alanis Morissette, Ironic, and what was the other one? Take That Back for Good. I'm going to give Ed Byrne a bit of credit for this. I saw him do this record when it was out, doing his stand-up about it. He commented about how creepy it is. A bloke ogling a woman at a subway. He doesn't know her. They're not in a relationship, are they? In fact, this is my favourite bit about it, James, from what I can make out. What particularly annoys me about this song is he sees her, doesn't he, while he's out and about. She's beautiful, predictably. And then he says, quite early on in the song, he says, but I've got a plan.
Yeah.
And you think, okay, wonder what this plan is. Then a minute later, this plan is, I'll never be with you. That's not a plan, is it? That's like saying, I'm going to fix that roof. How are you going to fix it? Oh, I've got a plan to fix that roof. How are you going to do it? I'll just never do it.
Yeah, he literally says, I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
that's your plan, is it, Blunt? You were in the army, mate. Come on. Surely they covered that at Sandhurst. But you do think he was a bit posh, right? 5 years after this, we get a government made entirely of posh blokes who claim they had a plan and they didn't know what to do. Yeah. So I think this is just a bit foreshadowing of the political state of the country.
Yeah.
We should have heeded the warning of James Blunt.
I like the notion, if you don't know what you're doing, just say you've got a plan, sort it out later.
Yeah. Now, there are two versions of this song.
Oh, yeah, I looked at this on YouTube if you're talking about posh blokes, because go on, you can do it.
Well, in the version we used to play on the radio,
he's flying high.
He's flying high. Whereas the version that's on Spotify and the actual version of it on the album, he's fucking high.
Yeah.
And there's a very different thing, isn't there? Because flying high is just, I'm flying high today. Oh, are you? You're in a good mood. Yes, I've had some successes and I'm feeling good about myself. Fucking high just means you're stoned.
Just stoned.
Right, so
ogling women on the bus.
He's a drug-addled man ogling women on public transport just because he's good looking and is, you know, from a well-to-do family. And
his life is brilliant,
you know,
twice.
Because his life is brilliant. Just because of all that, he gets away with it, right? If it was Shane McGowan singing this, I don't think people would be as fond of it.
Maybe. I mean, you know, it's so simple, this song. I've done that thing, haven't I? That four-chord trick as people do. For sure. But, you know, again, the chorus. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's so standard. Anyone could have wrote this song, but crucially, nobody did except James Blunt, so well done him.
I know why James Blunt wrote this song, though. He had an opportunity that not many people have. Do you know where he wrote this song?
No.
In Carrie Fisher's house.
Of course he did.
Because that's where he was living at the time.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
How did he know Carrie Fisher? Just from being posh.
Yeah,
surely that doesn't get you in.
No, everyone, don't they? It's who you know, isn't it, with that lot?
There's a bloke near me. He's got 3 cars on the drive, so I'm suspecting he's friends with Chewbacca now.
Is that a euphemism?
I like James Blunt. He says, I think most musicians and bands are searching for a big hit. And then he says, the Rolling Stones are still looking. That's a little bit of trolling, isn't it?
Rolling Stones, who've had 8 number ones.
I liked him saying it.
No, it's about this guy who's high as a kite, stalking someone else's girlfriend and should be locked up and put in prison. But people think, he's a sweet romantic. If you think that's what romance is, then I think you're pretty weird. Not my words. The words of James Blunt. That's what he says about this song.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah. You know, on one level, it could be just like, I saw you on like a passing fancy. They used to have that thing in the Metro newspaper, didn't they? The missed connections,
yeah.
where creepy people were like, You were
Tube tails, they were called. Yeah.
You were really attractive. I was the dribbling idiot. Want to hang out? No one does, mate. That's
I
weird.
forgot them.
Yeah.
I thought about replying to a couple of them just for kicks, really, thinking it was fun. Oh, yeah, I remember. But they're so weird, the tube tails on Metro, because essentially I saw you were holding this, you were wearing that, you were carrying that. Creepy blokes. Just,
Yeah.
Do you remember me? No, mate, I was going to work.
Do you remember me? I'm the one who yelled at you. When he re-released the 20th anniversary edition of Back to Bedlam recently, it got to number 7 in the UK album chart. What would have happened had it got to number 1?
The world would have exploded.
Close. He had humorously pledged on social media to change his name to Blunty McBluntface if it got to number 1. Did you get the link I sent you this morning, by the way?
Of this song being performed?
Yeah.
I did. I haven't watched it yet, but please tell me.
Okay, so James Blunt did a version of You're Beautiful on Sesame Street where he's singing about a triangle. Give him his credit, he plays it dead straight.
Yeah.
The premise is, I think he's having an affair with a triangle. He's lost the triangle. He wants to get the triangle back, so he's singing it to Telly Monster. He's sort of describing what a triangle is. So it's going, it's got 3 corners and 3 sides. Telly's like, that sounds like, and he goes, my triangle. Like that. And it's really funny and charming, and well done him. In part 2 of this week's Shooby Dooby Doo-Wop, we'll be deep diving the top 5 from the 15th of June 2005, including 2 different cartoons, an absolute banger based on bum drums, and the hubris of trying to start your own city. Let us whet your appetites. This is the most annoying record in the chart this week, and I know what's coming up. I did listen to it, Andy, and I did try.
How many times?
Almost once all the way through. I really tried.
Hopefully, she's got a happier life, that is more financially secure, doesn't have to dance around in her pants so much at an older age, but as an author, then...
Very rarely happens at book signings.
Only rarely, though. You can say a comment and then contradict it. Sounds wise, doesn't it? Or does it? I'll never listen
You
to it
wouldn't play
again.
this on a date
No.
to impress a lady? Dim the lights, stick on Axel F by Crazy
I
Frog.
like the notion of Crazy Frog being a seduction soundtrack. This would be good, wouldn't it? Check out the playlist. We always recommend that on YouTube and Spotify to hear at least 5 of them songs. And then, the next 5 are coming up in a few days' time. If you're interested, we appreciate it. And James, I'm going to say, a little bit like James Blunt, talking about the top 5 in the next episode, we've got a plan, haven't we? And we are going to do it as opposed to say it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Thank you very much for listening. We appreciate it. And whatever you do, when you're on a subway and some bloke is arguing you, then don't forget to Shooby Dooby Doo-Wop.
Bop, bop, shoo up.